Slow ride.
And I'm recording.
Cool.
Oh, you
Right
get to
then.
record me singing?
Yeah,
Yep.
I know, because you're gonna be a star.
Yeah.
I have a new
YouTube
headset.
star.
The Razer Kraken Pro. Yeah.
Epic.
$100 it cost.
God.
Just give me like one more second here and I'll be ready.
Well, Solemn is ready to get all dramatic.
All dramatic.
Wait, we're going to have a new character in the party, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, did I do the general thing you wanted, Dag?
Yes.
Changed something, but yeah, that's what you meant. Cool.
Had kind of a crazy
Most that I have prepared again.
Does Solemn have dark vision or not?
Yeah, he does.
Well, screw you, Song. I wish I had dark vision.
60 feet.
Does anybody else have dark vision?
No, not me anyways.
No, it didn't look like you wanted people with dark vision, so that's another reason why I went with Catboat.
Almost every character I make has dark vision.
It's preferred, definitely. That's like the only downside to like being human, I think. Even though they are supposedly like an awesome race for every class.
Well, isn't there a feat that gives you dark vision?
Not with human that I know of.
There is a feat that does that. You count as two races, but I only think it's like the template and stuff, not the actual things.
Oh, I don't know anything about that. I think the next character I make is going to be like a maneuver master.
Let's hope it won't have to be for this campaign.
Hopefully not. I mean, I've grown very fond of Isaac. At first, I was very hesitant to play him because I'd never played a bard before. I'm pretty sure he'll level off after like 6th level because he'll be 3 DC behind every other full spellcaster. And then some.
You know what? I'm not going to take Animate Dead this time.
You have that.
Would Solemn do animate dead?
Do you have that
would he?
that early? I mean,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He probably wouldn't, so.
oh yeah, clerics get animate dead like as a first level. Or something.
Second level.
Second level.
Oh no, you don't, computer. Telling me when you're going to restart. Go to hell.
Alright, so we now have a new ranger. Why don't you go ahead and introduce your character?
Okay. I am a ranger from Corgan's Outpost. Human male. I am, was it a grandson of Grant?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The bowyer.
Yeah. At the time that you were at Corgan's Outpost, or those of you who were, I was likely out tracking and trapping in the fields, but I've decided to head out and look for adventure and new life, as didn't quite fit in at Corgan's Outpost, but yeah. I am pretty much albino. White hair, grey eyes, pale skin.
So you hunt at night.
Yep, kind of. I have with me a very small white lion cub who is a little bit of a runt. Not yet sort of combat age or mature. So there's that. And I have on my shoulders a cloak made out of its mother's skin.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Are,
It's I made that cloak and it perceived me as its mother, so that's how the bond formed.
Am I
That's
the only one who read the backstory?
Dear God.
That's
I
a
didn't
little-
see the backstory posted.
Me either.
Yeah, I didn't.
Somewhere.
Anyway, what archetype ranger are you?
I'm a two-handed basic ranger.
Okay,
Take
you're going
any
switch hit
special
or
traits.
anything, or
No, I don't know any of
Switch
that.
hit is
So
switch hit is basically just a strategy of where you take archery feats, you hammer enemies as they approach, and once they get closer, you draw your two-handed weapon and beat face.
right. Okay. I've taken two-handed feats, so
Fair enough.
okay.
mostly aimed at the two-hand fighting, but I will be making use of my bow rather than just ignoring it.
That's good.
All right then.
Who leveled up last time?
Isaac did.
Okay,
Ditto.
I did also.
Gave
yeah.
me 2 second level spells.
I got one.
Why is
One
my XP
normal
not
spell.
added on there where it should have been?
I myself
what-
just got bleeding attacks.
Oh, good for
Nice.
What?
Alright, so how are we going to integrate the ranger?
you. He could be an assistant to the contact Aquila is supposed to meet. I don't know.
Please come
What I was thinking was that you guys were about to sort of track down the noble's son, who is
Right.
a were-rat. So
we need to
perhaps
track-
my tracking and skills could come in for that.
Sounds good to me.
Hey, your favorite
Yeah, that's
enemy
good.
is magical beasts.
It is.
Yeah.
So,
Does that-
okay, so this is what we'll say. While you guys were having this conversation with Fiesel, he like overheard from the alley, or from the street, and then we'll say that he comes up and offers to help you track, and then introduces himself and all that kind of stuff. Says that he knows you were in Corgan's outpost and heard some good things about you, at least the kitty. So,
Out of curiosity, is a were-rat considered a magical beast?
I don't think so.
Alright,
It's like
just
that'd be like a monstrous humanoid, right?
Yeah.
If he turns into
Yeah.
full or dire rat or whatever, he would probably be considered magic beast then.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
just
probably.
wanted to say.
But in its normal form, it's probably a monstrous humanoid.
Well, yeah, in his normal or secondary form, he'd be monstrous.
No. In his normal form, he's a humanoid. In his
Yeah, and
hybrid
then he's
form,
monstrous human, and then it's
in his hybrid form, he's monstrous human, isn't he?
Well, either way, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Okay, so I guess we were discussing plans on how to approach, dealing with a magistrate's son who is a thief and a were-rat.
I say we kidnap him whole instead of cutting his hands off. I'm still with that plan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
still agree.
Solem would probably agree just capturing him first.
And Akila's probably going with that plan because she does not want to have the murder of the magistrate's son anywhere near her.
He has been down there. We could follow him and see if he goes back. Makes it easier instead of having to transport him ourselves.
I have a question.
True, but how are we going to follow him without being seen? I could probably
Or
do
heard.
that.
When you say take him whole, right? Does that mean I can't cast burning hands or acid splash on him because that would probably melt something off?
Well, we
That
more
would be the
meant,
idea.
Alive.
yeah,
You have to
we
have
more
him
meant,
alive.
Yeah.
alive would be preferable.
Okay, just alive, not whole. Exactly.
God.
Preferably not maimed or defaced.
Yeah, the ghost needs to be able to recognize him after all.
True.
Even the ghost will probably insta-kill him when we bring it down there, but...
Or at least maybe just take his hands.
Yeah.
That's
And then
the
we
ghost
sure-
to decide, really.
Yeah.
You
let the ghost decide what it wants done with it.
Yeah, but at least we won't have his blood on our hands. Well, kinda, but
Fair
not directly.
True. But as for following him, I really don't see that as an option. I could probably sneak behind him with relative ease, but you guys, you make a little bit too much noise.
Yeah, I would definitely not be able to sneak up behind him. I wouldn't be happy.
I could do so.
No.
Oh well, you're a ranger. You probably. I mean, the ranger and I probably could, but not. I don't think anybody else could.
Bard might be able to.
Again, yeah, but that still leaves two members of our party.
Yeah.
Still leaves us two down, and I don't want to tackle a were-rat with two without some
Yeah.
frontline
I mean,
fighting.
we could just hide on the rooftops of the crypts. Outside.
You don't want Solemn trying to climb either.
Yeah, but I know.
Well, we're gonna have to stalk him
One sec,
somehow.
guys. 1 second.
I have hold person.
You could dig a hole, right?
No, I mean I have hold person.
Yeah, I
could
know.
literally just freeze him in his tracks. If
We
he
don't
fails
know
this.
what his DC is. Just.
He'd have to beat the save, but yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what I meant.
Isn't it a will save?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know
All right.
about that.
Well, we know we're gonna take him whole. It's just a matter of whether or not we're gonna follow him or if we're just gonna ambush him.
See, it is that.
I mean,
All right, sorry about. Good.
All right. I guess everyone's kind of decided on the ambush him part.
Well, that just seems like the best course of action.
Okay. But now, where are we gonna ambush him, and how are we gonna drag him back without being seen?
Well, nobody really goes into the graveyard after hours, as we've noticed. So it'd probably be best if we tried to hide in the graveyard, and because that's where we know he's going to be.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that we do have a place and time. All right. Yeah, let's go there.
Do we know he's still returning to the crypt?
Yeah, that's one of the last things that rat person said.
Yeah, the rat said it to me.
Yeah.
He said that that he will be in the graveyard tonight. So.
Yes, I don't think divination will be wrong.
Oh, for the record, just because I'm not saying it with an accent doesn't mean I'm saying it out of character. I've decided to forget it because it's a pain in the ass.
Alright. Okay.
Just FYI.
It was a good
That's
favor
good
to
to
the
know.
characters, but yeah.
It was, but it's become more of a pain than it is a boon, so
Yeah.
I decided to strike it.
Aw.
Okay.
All right.
You're selfish.
Yes.
This from the guy who drenched the catfolk in town,
It was fun. Okay?
and the accent is not anymore. So let's move on.
Okay, so
Now I have
you guys
shitty-
are all in the alley, and what the fuck? Oh, Darvan comes up to you and says, "Hey, I can help you track your where at."
Yeah.
And then you guys can take it from there.
Welcome to the team, anyway.
That was easy.
Good to be here.
We're actually in need of someone of your skills. We kind of lost somebody recently, so I'm gonna be a little dismal for the first part of this campaign. Pretend I'm actually hurt. It'll give me time to wake up.
Well, I say we. What time is it? I look up into the sky to try and figure out what time it is.
Let's see, you got out of that. It's probably around noon or so.
All right,
And
so we've
he's-
got. All right, we have some time until our ambush. So I suggest we go to the graveyard and try and stake out some points where we can hide.
Should we buy
I'm
tracks?
going to drop 5 gold to buy 20 arrows on the way to the graveyard.
Okay.
I want to drop 2 gold to buy a bear trap.
Okay.
That's not a bad idea, I guess. But we'd have to hide it pretty well.
Yeah. Just behind the door, the hidden door, something like that.
But hopefully we're going to be getting him before he goes into the crypt.
But isn't it easier if he's in the crypt?
Not necessarily. There's lots of places he could hide down there.
Plus,
Yeah,
we
he is
have
a
to
rat.
assume. Plus, we have to assume he made it through the crypt, so he might know it better than we do. He might know secret passages or dangerous traps that he could activate against us. That's home field advantage for him.
Okay.
He'll know it better than I do, that's for sure.
Exactly. I say we should try and ambush him before he gets into the crypt.
Because
I
I can
will
always
have to
use
agree.
I can use my domain powers and my natural powers to slow him down, and I can hold him hold him with hold person. So
Out of character, would that work on a monstrous humanoid?
Yes.
hold person is any type of humanoid.
Okay, I'm just trying to get myself clear.
Okay, Egg, is there any place in the graveyard where it's like a narrow passage where you have to go through to be able to access the rest of the thing?
No, it's pretty wide open.
Okay.
Oh, hey, Darvin?
Yep.
I was just taking a look at your character sheet. You do remember about the half your strength, right?
Yes.
All right. Because is that added to attack bonus? Because your weapon thing is only like +6.
Yeah, the extra on strength is on the damage roll, not the attack roll.
Oh, is that right? Never mind. Sorry.
Okay, Jack, is the graveyard always open to the public?
No,
Is there like a gate thing?
there's a main front gate.
Okay, I have a plan. Isaac, you know the monk owes you, right?
He does. He does.
We could wait till this guy comes into the graveyard, have the monk lock the gate, and then just fight him.
Well, I certainly like the idea of having the monk lock the gate, but I think we should lure him a little bit farther into the graveyard, make it harder for him to get. I mean, for all we know, he could climb the damn thing.
I'm not saying
That's a
we should fight
non-issue.
him.
We will arrange it.
Okay.
We'll convince him.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
no, I'm not talking about the monk climbing the thing. I'm talking about luring the were-rat farther into the graveyard, make it harder for him to get away.
I know, but it's
Right,
not
no. Once he goes far enough into the graveyard to have the monk lock the gate up in case he tries to retreat.
That's what I'm saying.
All right.
And I'm also, like I said, once we get our ambush in, I can use like my domain spell to turn all the ground into difficult terrain around him too.
Right, make it harder for him to run away. I like that.
I could also freeze him up, make him slip.
Well,
Sure.
Slippery, difficult terrain.
Is he normally fond of greasing people up, or is this a
It's a
first?
spell. It's a spell. Don't worry,
This-
I'm
this
not
is
like
a
going to rub
first.
something on him.
well, I mean,
No,
I mean,
he's just
he's-
making people wet before. Now he's greasing them up.
Yeah,
Ugh,
it's a second.
that sounded way too suggestive for my taste.
I'm evolving.
All right, let's get this done.
Darvin
We already know what
shuffles
the plan
his
is.
little lion runt slightly away from Alistair.
All right,
We've been
let's
discussing for 18 minutes.
let's head to the graveyard, stake everything out.
What level are you guys, by the way?
4.
3.5.
Wait,
Okay.
what?
3.
What level are you?
Oh, 3. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
2 of us are 4, 2 of us are 3.
Oh, shouldn't there be 5
Three
party
threes.
members?
Yeah, I just don't know
3 threes, 2
who...
fours.
Okay, I didn't know if the new one started.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
started
it's
at
not
3.
Okay.
All right, so we're at the graveyard, I guess.
Yeah, you head to the graveyard.
Well, when we get to the graveyard, Solemn is going to find a nice spot. He's going to set his hammer and his shield down right now and just start digging the ground.
I'm
Alright,
also
so you get to the graveyard, and in the middle of the day, there's people walking around looking at grave sites and picking out, plots and things like that.
I'm also going to find a good spot for the close to the crypt to place the bear trap. Not placing it, just finding the
Alistair,
spot.
you might not want to place the bear trap in view of everybody.
I said I'm just going to find the spot, not place a trap.
During this time, I'll talk to the monk about our plan to close the gate.
Okay, so you go up to the house, and he's sitting there on the front porch, and he sees you coming, and he pretends that he's really studying the book that he has been reading.
Hey there, you know that problem you've been having?
He gulps and he's like, yeah.
I can solve it today, but you need to do something.
He's like, what? I can't go down in the crypt. I can't do
Nope, you don't have to go. You don't have to go. As much as I'd like to drag you down there and introduce you to the lovely puddle of a party member I used to have, but there's a gentleman.
He looks like he's about to cry at any second.
There's a gentleman by the name of, I'm sorry, what's that noble's name?
Thaden.
Thaden.
You better not
sorry.
to tell him.
Too late.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
but
he's not going to know when to close the gate otherwise.
Well, still, he might. You could give him a description.
If he knows his
doesn't
name,
matter.
he knows.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's fine.
either way. Do you know Thaden?
He's like, Thaden's the magistrate's son.
Yes, apparently he's been going down into the crypt. And apparently the keepers of the crypt, not you, are not very happy with him. In order to solve your problem, you're going to have to wait for him to get into this graveyard. After he's out of sight, close the gate behind him. And that's it. We'll handle the rest.
It's like, well, he's kind of like he's like all hunted and trapped. He's like, okay, as long as I don't get in trouble.
No one will ever know.
He's like, I'm so dead. He's like, all right, I'll close the gate.
Thank you.
You know, it occurs to me we should probably pick up some manacles or some kind of restraints to keep him once we've got him.
Well, I don't know about you, but I have chains and a lock.
I have some manacles.
Oh, you have manacles?
Yep. I also have a small cage, but I doubt he'll fit in that.
I also have a silk rope, so...
Maybe we'll move them.
Well, I think the manacles and the chain and lock will do just fine.
yeah.
So
I'm also going to go with a disguise to be like the monk.
I also put my monk outfit on, to be honest, yeah.
all right, so we have two monk outfits, and Solom, while you're digging and chanting, like a couple people walk up. Looks like they're wearing flags, like a man and a woman. They're like, "What are you doing here?"
I'm digging a grave.
Oh dear. It's like the winter's been harsh, hasn't it?
Yes.
It's like, yeah, we just lost Grandma the other day, and we're looking for some nice spots.
I am sorry for your loss, but you can go right next to me if you'd like.
They look around, they're like, oh, this is a very expensive part of the graveyard, but Grandma always did like the mountains here. And the woman sniffles, and the man kind of like puts his arm around her, and they kind of walk on.
Yeah, before they go, he'll give them a little prayer for their grandma real fast.
They're very appreciative and thank you, and they're like, oh, you're so kind, and
Then he continues to
And he goes back to digging. Yeah.
they sniffle. They walk on.
While they're digging and talking and whatnot, Darwin takes a look around the edge of the graveyard, checking fencings and stuff. See
Okay.
if there's any signs that there's been damage or looking for anything out of sorts.
So you're gonna walk around the entire perimeter of the graveyard fence?
Yep.
That's too huge.
Yeah, it's like I mean, look at the size of that thing.
Yeah,
It's about, well, go ahead and roll your perception check.
it's fucking huge.
And how did that get so tiny? This is supposed to be...
You know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna set the trap down when it comes to it.
Alright, so you take the next couple hours and inspect the perimeter of the fence. It goes from the mountain where the fence kind of ends at a cliff, and you kind of follow it around the southwest side here, and it doesn't look like anything's been disturbed. When you get to the front, there's a lot of foot traffic. You can tell pressed in the grass. The gate, the fence itself is like a large wrought iron thing, It looks like maybe 10, 12 feet high, with the little like spear point type, faux spear point type things on top of it. It looks fairly well maintained, just slightly rusted. The front is obviously better than the back. It's about here, and you see several tracks, what appear to be foxes, rats, skunks, that sort of thing. But there maybe some rabbits, because it is like kind of colder in the winter time here. Just like some animal prints mostly, and it doesn't look like the fence has been damaged in any way, although it probably doesn't take a lot to actually climb over it.
Okay.
Could Isaac's grease spell be used on sections of the fence?
Yeah.
No, it's well, I mean, one spell slot per day.
What?
It can be used on a fence, but I don't think he has it. Or I don't know what he was saying.
Say
No,
you
that
can only
it-
use it once.
Yeah, because it's a first level spell.
Oh,
It only lasts for a certain amount of time too.
I wasn't thinking
Oh, yeah.
like doing it. I wasn't thinking about doing it preemptively. I was thinking like if the guy tries to climb the fence, grease it so he slips off it.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm just trying to, Gotcha.
Yeah, let me handle that. I got it.
Grease it
Who
up.
has the bone from Serranos?
I do.
Zeros.
Solemn will ask you for that whenever he gets done.
All right, I take it out from. All right, so when he's done, I'll take it out of my bag and give it to him.
Because then he'll put it in the grave and put all the dirt back on it.
I'm just gonna play this song until we're out of the graveyard. Sounds dramatic.
Okay.
Oh, what is the one I sent the link
Yeah,
of?
yeah.
Yeah, that's the song he's singing, except it's in Terran.
Yeah.
So you guys wouldn't understand what it is, but
Yeah, I'm just playing it in background.
Huh. Interesting.
Oh my god!
Huh.
Someone's not wearing headphones.
So, let's see. So you do all the prep work, you search around, it's probably about 3 in the afternoon now.
By the way, I know Terran now.
Okay.
oh, you do? Well, then you know what I'm saying.
Well, I keep putting skill ranks in linguistics.
Oh, that
Oh,
reminds me. Who knows Sylvan, Elven, Draconic, or Undercommon?
I know
I do.
Elven.
I know Draconic,
Can
and I also know Elven, I think. Yep.
I'm lucky not to have negative languages.
Alistair asks Requiem, Isaac to teach him languages of dragons and elves.
I could try, but that's DM
No, he took
discretion.
levels in that. He's just role-playing that he learns it somehow.
Well, he could
Oh, okay.
Isaac could be learning it just by reading it off of me, since I have my whole life story and more all written all over me. So, I mean,
Some
I'd
fish
have
rules.
more than the necessary language requirements, probably.
Oh yeah, Isaac is an avid reader, and he's always talking to different people. So
Yeah, so we'll say that you start like reading Solon and everything, and that's how you're like learning Terran.
sure, I'm good with that.
All right. So you're going to be teaching Alistair Draconic and Elven, I suppose.
I'm going to take the opportunity while they're doing their things to try and find good vantage points or hiding spots amongst the graves so I can stay stealthed until I can make a good strike.
Okay.
I just discovered I might get copyrighted for this, so I'm gonna close it.
All right.